Reptilian gassing craft. Whistleblower William Tompkins is talking about these craft. One lady sidled up to him at a conference and showed him photos she'd taken of this craft. She was able to see it, or her camera did. Sometimes our technology can see what our eyes can't. As I drive around, I have seen blips that turn out to be some of these craft flying around my city. As I drive, I have a ship overhead flown by my vegan brother, Merton, so I tell him there's a craft there. He sees it in my mind's eye and goes to look for a fourth-dimensional vibration. Once I saw the explosion as he blew it up. He has downed several of these ships as well as other reptilian craft. I hear that they're taken out of the craft if they want to be taken hostage, but if they don't, well, they die in their craft. I spoke to a reptilian this summer who said there's a price out on my head because I've killed so many of them. These things are all over the place, folks. Never mind there are ETS walking around and you can't even see them. It's because your eyes are mind-slided. I have seen them in nature. I have seen a beady pair of red eyes staring at me, and I have caught small spiders and astral snakes around my apartment just as I look up or out of the periphery of my eyes. The other thing I have seen is that there are cities above our cities. I saw an area that looked like a barracks for sleeping, and there was a water tower that drained into the river in my city. That explained the smell I was smelling at one point in the river. These barracks, I believe, are just out of our sight frequency and are mind-slided from our detecting them, at least most of us, and these I believe are where these ships and others are launched from. Not from the dumps as much, but from these overhead cities. Ivo, can you please tell us what we're looking at here? Ivo, in fact, my love, this is what it is said to be, a reptilian craft that gasses the people of Earth into mind control and ultimate submission. Me, what do these gases target? Ivo, they target the limbic system in the brain, and the central nervous system. Me, the limbic system is the thinking part of our brain, our memories, our intelligence. Ivo, it is the part of the brain that can utilize these frequencies produced by your akashic, your mental body and your emotional body. The brain is like a computer that processes all of these energies into the physical realm for you to utilize. They desire you to utilize more of your reptilian brain, which is near the brain stem, and less of your intellect, but especially your intuition. Me, people have to realize that we've been blatantly manipulated in order to be docile, or at least if we're going to fight, then it's not against them. They do this, of course, by mind-sliding us, and having what looks like human beings running our religions, monarchies, and government offices. They're nothing of the sort. How many of these ships are left around Earth, Ivo? Ivo, far fewer than was previously accounted for. Me, so you're shooting them down? Ivo, not shooting as much. When we see them, we freeze those within it. They cannot move. Me, like the Greys do when they abduct humans. Ivo, correct. We board the ships, remove the reptilians and blow the ships up. Sometimes you see this as you have reports of boom sounds. Me, yes, I've heard one or two around here. My neighbor saw something falling from the sky once, so I just told him, you were shown. You were allowed to see it. Ivo, yes, we would prefer that all be revealed after the fact to the people of Earth, because then there will be no reason to panic anymore. Me, true, if you tell an Earthling while it's ongoing, many of them will be too scared. Ivo, so we tell the strong ones. The ones who are ready to know because they already know of these things from past lives. The other thing you must take note of is that your cities are an easy and convenient way to manipulate people. It is easier to gas people in numbers in larger cities. Me, yes, that's why Toronto is so liberal and they all are approving the Vax ID already. Ivo, for example. What is seen as progressive behavior and human goodness is actually in many cases being used to create compliance with their evil plans. And they gas these cities more so than they would a community of 200 out in the woods. Me, really, the trees provide protection as well because they raise the vibration. Ivo, yes. That is why logging must stop upon your planet. Yes, it has to do with the air, but it also has to do with the frequency of the planet. When you continue to cut trees down, the planet loses frequency. Me, so plant trees. Ivo, their chemtrails and geoengineering also harms the trees. You see many firs that are now dying. Me, yes, they can't take it. They're being poisoned too, and we need the ecology they provide to us. I think so many people live in the cities they forget what is actually supporting them on this planet. They think it's money. No, it's the ecology. Yeah, but keep sniffing that gas. So this was dumbing down gas that they were spewing? Ivo, part of it. There were also other gases that prevented DNA from evolving. Another reason they gas you is to keep the third eye from opening. Me, it takes a lot to keep a human down. Ivo, yes. It also is not working because many have open third eye, which is what they fear. They do not want to be seen. Me, they hate when light workers get their brothers to shoot down their ships. LOL. Ivo, they do. Me, you guys can be doing that too. It started with my seeing silver/gray blips in the sky. I learned to recognize ships in the sky, just by seeing little pieces of them, and then I'd call my brother who I know is there, but in your case you can call the GFL or your guides if they're working with you, and many have guides in the GFL. Just tell them. If you're lucky, you can see it explode too. I did once. Ivo, correct. There is so many things you could all be doing to fight to keep your planet alive, but so many are not believing in their abilities. Send your love to dying trees. Ask the GFL to investigate movement in the sky. Use your intuition. Do you feel something is there? Can you smell something? Can you sense something? Ask to investigate it. The more you do, the better it will work. Believe in yourself and your abilities. Do not fear. Me, it all starts a little bit at a time. Ivo, there is so many ways you can help us and get involved. Talking to your friends on Facebook is only one way. There are so many more. Get involved please and let us end this human catastrophe. Call on me if you wish. You trust me. I can help to get forces to work with you. Me, thank you, Ivo. Let's get them off this planet. Everyone give it a try this week. Look up in the sky and ask your higher self to show you. It could be a teensy little speck, but go with it.